What's up guys, it's Caleb. This is going to be a quick little trading recap video. In this video we're going to go over 3 trades. All of them are on SPY of course, and we're going to be taking a look at 2 moves from September 14th and 1 move from September 15th. So the first move we're going to take a look at is this one right here. This little morning pump on SPX and SPY on the 14th, and then we're also going to take a look at this move down right here, also on the 14th, and then we're also going to take a look at this move down right here on the 15th. And these 2 moves right here are trades that I took, and this is one that I was just watching. I didn't actually take this trade, but I was watching it, and we're going to go over the setup for that one. So if we get rid of these real quick, we'll go ahead and get started. We will start on this move right here. You can see that we have our supply and demand zones marked out already. Our supply is marked as red, demand zone marked as green, and we have this middle one as a neutral zone for now. But it depends on where price action is, obviously where price is. So you can see that the previous day we come down into this demand zone. It was demand, and we end up opening the next day over here in the middle of the zone. And our first candle of the day on the 14th was this long bearish candle right here, and we come down into demand where we get this tweezer bottom right here. And you can't really time these. It's very difficult to actually time these tweezer bottoms, so it's pretty unrealistic to get in on this candle unless you're just playing like a blind demand zone bounce, right? So it's hard to get these. I wouldn't play this because you don't know if this is actually gonna be a tweezer bottom. Could have wicked over here, came back down, you would have probably got stopped out. So once we saw this tweezer bottom, what I did was from this tweezer bottom we got to close above the 9 EMA and VWAP. So what I was looking for was a retest of the zone and these EMAs and VWAP. So you can see if we zoom in, we did get that. And if we get this right here, you can see that we come down, we retest the zone, and we get support right here at the EMA and VWAP and the zone as well. So once we started wicking up right here, I took a position. I went long right here, and you can see I already started scaling out once we broke this high. Then I also scaled out right here as we approach supply. So these are my 2 scaling points, as we broke this high right here, and then as we came up here. So what I like to do is I like to scale out and kind of bring down my position size as we approach the levels we're looking to take profit at. You don't want to wait for a perfect exit and wait till it comes over here, because sometimes it's not going to come over here. Sometimes it's going to stop right here. And if you wait, then you're not going to get to take profit, right? And you don't want to let any of those trades go red. So especially if you're playing SPX or something like that. So pretty simple for this first trade. We have this tweezer bottom right at open in demand, and after the tweezer bottom we started looking for a retest of the zone and the EMA and VWAP, and we ended up getting that. Went long right here, and we scaled out as we moved up to our levels. So pretty simple move right there. And we'll go on to the second one, also on the 14th. You can see from this rejection at supply we come down, we make a lower low right here, barely, but we do make a lower low, and we start pumping up again from demand. And you might say that this was a break of demand, but I think it's obviously subjective how people draw their zone. So I could have had something like that, and it would have looked a little bit nicer, right? But this is still a push up from demand. We have this large pump right here. And what I was looking for was us to establish a swing high. And how I determine that, this is not my concept. I got this from an ICT video, Inner Circle Trader. You can use this on any time frame really, but I was using it on the 5-minute in this case. You can see we established this swing high right here. And what you want to look for is 4 total candles. So you want to look for the second candle, which is going to be your swing high. The first candle, which is to the left of the swing high, must be a lower high. And then the third candle must be a lower high, and the fourth candle also must be a lower high. So you can see we have a high right here, and we get a higher high for the second candle, a lower high for the third, a lower high for the fourth. And this first candle should be lower than the second one. So we get this swing high right here, and this is our 4th candle right here. So we have 1 on this candle, 2 as the swing high, 3, and 4. So once you get that 4th candle, you can start looking for retracements, right? So what we get is we plot the fib from the high to where we start to bounce, and that's when I start to look to take my position. I don't want to just guess up here, take a blind blind guess as we reach supply, right? Because it could have easily just blown right through that. So we end up coming up here, we bounce, and then this is where I went short, right at the 618, because we also retested supply here. It might not look like it again, but it's just based on how you draw your zones. Could have, because I could have had something like that. So we're retesting supply, and we're also retesting, or not retesting, but we're coming up to this 618 level, and that's where I went short, and where I was taking profits on this one. It's at the 21 EMA, and also at view up right here. So it's another quick scalp. Pretty simple trading, and just have to be a little bit patient on this one, because some people might want to go short right here, and you could scalp this, but maybe you didn't take profits and you got stopped out right here for a red trade, right? When all you had to do was be patient and wait for a retest, and you get the scalp you want. And you can see it moved a little bit down further over here, but that's all right. We waited for our plan, we took profits, and that's all you can really ask for. So another simple trade on this one. And this last one, we'll zoom in over here, is on the 15th of September, and we're going to take a look at that big drop right here. So it's essentially the same setup as the last one. We open up in demand, we get a nice pump from demand approaching supply, and as we approach supply, you can see price start to decelerate, right? We get this price deceleration, we get these long upper wicks, and what you want to do is you want to look for a swing high again, right? So right here is our second candle. Here's our second candle right here, and then the first candle is lower, our third candle is also a lower high, and our fourth candle is also a lower high. So once we get that fourth candle, we can start to look for a retest, and that can be a retest of the zone like we got here. It can be a fib, it can be whatever you want, whatever type of trader you are. But you can see even right here, we have a nice fib retracement. We get up to the 786, and then we instantly reject, right? And the wicks we're telling on this one, we got these long upper wicks, and price started to slow down as we approach supply. So get these long upper wicks, start to reject pretty hard. If you're playing SPX, especially the 0-day expirations, this was a huge move already. So obviously you would be scaling out as we approach demand, and you can see over here, we come up. These candles are weak. You can look at the volume on these, lower in volume as you come up to retest the 9 EMA, and we drop even more into our next demand zone. So that's pretty much it. Pretty simple trades in this one. Went over 3, all really simple setups that all of you can find, I'm sure. You just have to be patient, especially with this one. You can see like this was a small move. This was really a small move, but it's like a 30% win on SPX. That's more than enough. So just stay patient and watch your setups, and you should be good to go. But that's going to be it for this one. If you guys have any questions, DM me, comment on this video, whatever it may be. I'm always glad to help you guys. So drop a like if you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.